leave this woman alone. God forbid a widow expects some goddamn privacy in the comfort of her own television studio.
Amen.
Like, everybody grieves differently, assholes. Like, when my racist, stochastic, terrorist podcaster husband died, I thespianly looked up for months. All right? Months. It blew my husband's 401k on Pyro that rivaled John Cena's retirement match last night.
Very
And
funny.
I stared right through people. All right? Like I ordered a Mint Majesty tea and the barista asked, including or not including gang violence. Stared right through him. I didn't realize I looked like fucking Chucky. Had an allergic reaction to the shellfish at Golden Corral. I was just grieving. I was just grieving, begging him to watch over me, protect me from these black airline pilots. Just begging him to deliver me from the evil of made-up New Age terms like empathy. Just asking our just God to punish all these horrible heretics, quoting my husband verbatim. Also, can I just say, this Erika Kirk town hall, guys, has 67,000 views on CBS YouTube channel. They posted 24 hours ago. I have jokes about giraffe dicks with more views than that. The grift is so fucking over, y'all. They milked Charlie Cork to a second grave. The tolerant left is at it again, guys. First they made fun of our alpha male president for being bipartisan, for enacting 0% tariffs on Big Beautiful Bill being imported into his mouth. For swallowing the Mamdani milkshake, all right? For getting hooked on that progressive protein. God forbid a president have a hobby. And now, tolerant left is at it again, bullying the president just because he throws like Riley Gaines swims. Just because he throws like he's tossing a Bill Clinton salad. Like, why are Democrats so obsessed with how other people live their lives? Live and let gag. That's what I say. All right.
Amen.
Somewhere out there is a Starbucks barista refusing to say, we are Charlie Kirk, even though you made them write it on the cup. Or, a drag queen teaching a red state fifth grader their fifth word. And you're more concerned with the president you're throwing like he's about to milk a giraffe on a step stool? Well, the YMCA blasts in the background. That's what you're worried about. Bill Clinton is in the Epstein files, y'all. My childhood hero, Bill Clinton. And I'm sorry, Paul. All right, you know what that means. I know you've been prepping for this your entire life, but no Bill Clinton musical number tonight. I'm sorry, Paul. Not only will there not be a musical number, we are now removing all of our Bill 2028 merch from the shop. All right. No more Bill Clinton hats. No more banners, flags. No more big, beautiful Bill true to size dildo replicas. And if you've already put an order in, no refund. Sorry. That's what Bill would want.
Hold on. We're going to lose nuns of dollars here.
Yeah, potentially. But, I mean, you should have thought about that and put it into a real growable asset like Trump coin. Don't be coming at me. You talk to me like that again, you'll be permanently banned from the merch shop. Holy shit. But, no, we don't have a merch.
Can we get some of the Trump condoms that we saw in the photos from the Epstein dump today?
Yes, and they were advertised for $350, but unfortunately, due to rampant Trump administration inflation. They are now $10,000 each. And they all leak. They're all leaky. It's literally the same stock from when that picture was taken. They've biodegraded. All right.
They're being distributed by Pete Hegseth's Department of War, so you know they leak.
Yeah, they're sold exclusively through Signal. But no, we don't have a merch shop actually, and there's no point, like what the fuck am I gonna sell if Bill Clinton is canceled now? Like Epstein files bingo? Now there's an idea. You run that by my publicist, Tony. All right? No, I don't. I don't have a publicist.
Can I ask you a question? Did you notice that everybody who's in the pictures are people who we've already known were at a minimum were a bit of had a reputation as libertines.
Yeah, it was the opposite of a surprise. When I this won't be a surprise, but I'll still be surprised when I see it. I want to see the Stephen Hawking pictures. How does that work? Show us the goods. What's going on there?
Who wants to look at that?
But no, I don't have a publicist, guys. Not since I came out as a Clinton cultist to my family. I'll probably run the Bill merch idea by my sister, though. Just gotta get her to unblock me. It had nothing to do with the Bill stuff. She just thinks my comedy is ass. And that Taylor Swift joke yesterday hit some folks harder than others. Yeah, I'm a Swiftie, y'all. All right, a brown Swiftie. In case it wasn't obvious, I liquidated my sister's quinceañera fund to go to the Eras tour last year. All right, yeah, that's actually why she didn't like the joke. I just didn't take her. But she didn't deserve it.
Wait, I sell the shoes.
The Taylor Swift shoes?
No, the quinceañera shoes.
Oh yeah, that was the priciest part. You got to get those things like on Klarna, Tony. You ever buy a pair of quinceañera shoes? Like your wife's Mexican. I'm sure you've come across them. You got to get these fucking things off Klarna payments now, Tony. It's vicious. $150 a month for 18 months for a pair of quinceañera shoes. But yeah, she didn't. Yeah, she didn't deserve to go. Right? She doesn't love Taylor as much as I do. Okay, I'm not even wearing my Taylor Swift shirt tonight because it's in the wash because I wore it every day this week. I wore it while recording that joke that got me, threats upon my very existence. No, but actually,
shadow banned.
Actually, no. We have a very smart audience that knows what a joke is. I did see quite a few dipshits on Instagram though blowing themselves up on the Taylor Swift stuff. That was funny. Just like some people come out with like I don't know what it is, but it's like it could be the most mundane topic, and I'll start scrolling through Instagram, and there's got to be at least one like overconfident white guy with a super big platform that's like, this is the hill I'm gonna die on today. This is it. I'm staking my entire reputation on this one mundane take, right?
I don't think you should be dragging Joe Gannon like that, but go ahead.
I saw the comments Joe left me on that joke. Saying I should get deported. He was naming what Taylor Swift song I should get deported to. But no, I'm a hardcore bona fide Swiftie, guys. I don't have to run you through the rest of my merch because it does hurt a bit when I see it because I'm still paying off the Klarna on that. But I just right now I really, really need Taylor to hit me with some of that Miss Americana and say, I just need her to say once, hey, maybe don't, deport Ed to an extrajudicial Ugandan torture prison and set it to my music. Just say that one time and I will die happy. But when I do get deported, y'all, Hold on, I gotta check something real quick. Somebody was in line. When I do get deported, though, I need you all to take whatever video ICE puts out and just do one thing for me. Set it to "We Are Charlie Kirk." All right, because the second I land. The second I land in whatever country they send me to, I will Zoom call into every news station I can. And I'm going to say, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say I got deported for spreading the gospel of my childhood hero, Charlie Kirk.
You're the king of the Kirks.
Yeah, the patron saint of good faith political discourse, Tony. Put some respect on his name. And you know what will happen? The Trump admin, they're going to bring me back faster than measles.
I heard when you talk about him, Joe and I were talking about this. They don't even talk. They don't say that you're preaching or anything. They say that you're Kirkin. They go, there he goes. There goes it. He's a Kirkin again.
Kirkin again.
He's Kirkin it up.
The Kirkification is complete.
He's Kirkin. Yes, indeed, he's Kirkin. Yeah, that Andrew is Kirkin. He's a Kirky guy for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you have no idea how giddy I am seeing all those fucking "We Are Charlie Kirk" memes now, because there was a time, as I talked about earlier in the week, where there was a non-zero chance. Actually, it was about 65% chance you would get banned from every single fucking platform for even just quoting Charlie Kirk. All right. I came within one violation on TikTok of them, sending me packing. Shit was crazy. Opening that fucking app since Kirk got murked. It has been a heart attack every time. It's all right. System notification. All right. Bullying and harassment, community guidelines violation. Who am I bullying? Like his estate? What the fuck? Like, doesn't make any fucking sense. But
he's not here, so I can't bully him. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Right now is probably a good time to mention the Charlie Kirk Pez dispensers are now available in the merch shop. Guaranteed delivery by Christmas.
They're going fast.
Yeah, it's super. Yeah, while supplies last. Yeah, shit. We really got to get on the merch shop. There's going to be like all these sad libtards in here tonight. They'll be getting their Pez, dispensed from an ideologically inferior Pez dispenser this Christmas.
I think the problem is that every time we order them from a third world nation, Trump puts a tariff on that nation. So we order them from Vietnam. All of a sudden he raised a tariff in Vietnam, from Indonesia. We started getting them from New Jersey, and now you can't even leave the state anymore.
Yeah, goddamn Pez dispensers are pricier than the Trump condoms now. And one of those
in a Trump condom.
Yeah, and one of those will get you laid, and it's not the Trump condom. Well, you just gotta have the right Pez dispenser, Tony. That's part of the game, It's like
that's a snappy joke.
Yeah, you never heard of like the mid 2000s. What do those pickup artists call it? Peacocking. You'd wear something really stupid, but then if you wore it with confidence, it was like, holy shit, this guy's got it going on. It's the same with a Pez dispenser. You go out there, with like a Dora the Explorer Pez dispenser in public, and you're just casual, chill about it. Everyone's going to be like, this dude gets laid like a fucking warlord. That's what they're going to say. All right.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that if I were to go to, I don't know, I'm someplace in Malibu, or I'm in Old Town Scottsdale where there's a lot of nightclubs, and I just kind of sidle up to the bar, and I order, I don't know, one of the latest drinks, like a Harvey Wallbanger or something. And I see some attractive young woman, and I just kind of pull the Pez. Instead of a cigarette, I just pop open that Charlie Kirk Pez dispenser and go, how about a piece of candy, baby? That's
it in
how it's done now?
In Scott, I would generally say that could work, but as somebody who lived in Scottsdale there is no sane woman on earth that will take you up on that because of all the, cover your drink type frat boys that live in Scottsdale. Wouldn't trust them with a drink, with fucking Pez candy, nothing. Wouldn't trust them to give you water. All right. But I digress, though. All these libtards here tonight, they're going to be getting their Pez from, like, some lame, like, some radical left socialist, like, Jesus Pez dispenser or something. Dispensing anarcho-socialist Shakira La Pez candy. It's not what you want. But where was I? Deportations. Yeah, even if all goes according to plan, Trump admin brings me back. I will never be able to cuck this government like Armando Abrego Garcia has. Who I am
now
trying
I know how to pronounce it, but go ahead.
Who I would like to have. Oh, these stupid graphics never do what they're supposed to. There he is. If I will never be able to cuck this government, this fascist government, the way Armando Abreu Garcia has. I don't know if y'all saw, but a judge just ordered ICE to release him. Like what this man has been through, depressing as all hell. But what he stands for, he was, in my opinion, the first like substantial crack in the Third Reich's armor. Kimmel.
Could you repeat that, please? What?
He was the first crack in the Third Reich's armor. That is, Tony. You're from Missouri, Tony. That's how they say third in Missouri. Isn't that how they say
Reich.
The Third Reich?
There's people out there. They're part of the Third Reich.
The Third Reich. Which also Third Reich Pez dispenser in the merch shop now as we speak. We're generating these products as we go using AI. Anything is possible.
What's the name of my high school rock and roll band? Third Reich.
The Third Reich. He was the first crack in that facade, right? I think Kimmel was probably the second one. The radical left Antifa terrorist chicken was a third. That's when you really knew shit's going downhill. Christy was just mean mugging the chicken, and with the help of my childhood hero Charlie Kirk, I will be the fourth. All right, and we'll be known as the 4 horse dewormer men of the MAGA apocalypse. All right, and I hope, by the way, that I'm not counting my
Did you hear my horse hooves?
You what now?
Those were horse hooves.
Those were horse hoofs. How much?
Yeah,
how much fucking dewormer did you do before the show? We could put that in the Pez dispensers too. By the way, they're multi-use. The Pez is really just a euphemism. We can put in that dispenser whatever best fits your personal ideology. Horse dewormer, ivermectin. Crystal, raw hot dog water suppositories. That's what we put in RFKs before we shipped it to them. But no, I hope that I'm not, counting Trump supporters before they swallow, guys. But I think Abrego is here to stay, y'all. Like, they've been fucking with this guy for almost a year, right? And they can't get rid of him. Like the entire weight and might of Trump's, Christo-fascist dictatorship versus one blue-collar day laborer outside of Home Depot. Who wins? The answer may surprise you. Like they've been cucked at this point. Like if I was MAGA, there wouldn't be enough ivermectin in the world to make me feel alpha. After watching Trump get dog walked by Abrego Garcia. And then, seeing Stephen Miller's Valley Girl Voldemort ass, going on Fox News to, overdose on the copium. It's just, Abrego Garcia has been released from custody by a radical trans activist judge, and I will be talking to my daddy about deporting him to Puerto Rico. No wonder AOC fucking clapped on this guy so hard.
For sure, for sure.
But I can't overstate, though, how horrible the optics are, for Trump's own base. Like, all they have left is that performative cruelty, right? Trump is dying. He's a lame dick president now. He can't get shit done. Even Trump's own swallowers know the economy is ass and shit is falling apart. Like, the Gestapo bullshit is the only thing left, like the only thing left that can get their little Charlies hard at this point. And they can't even, fascism properly anymore. Even like, I personally have a friend who the only reason one, believe it or not. And I still consider her my friend, even though she has me blocked after I'd sold her quinceañera shoes, but she's still my friend and my sibling, goddammit. I personally, very close friend of mine, voted for Trump 3 times, off of the dream that Trump might one day, believe it or not, make airline travel great again.
Yeah, I hate flying now. Have you been on a plane lately? It's like a smelly Uber with wings.
Yummy.
Yeah. I mean, I can't get through security anyway. I don't have TSA pre like you wealthy guys. I only get TSA apprehensive. I have to crawl through security on my knees, and my bag stays on the tarmac, and I fly side saddle on a tow truck. I mean, I got no status. I'm not kidding. My boarding group starts with Q. But I have traveled a lot for work, so I finally reached platinum status on Spirit Airlines. So that's good. I got that going for me. I asked for a travel pillow, but they gave me a neck brace. It kind of cuts off the circulation. So it qualifies as a hallucinogen because I don't really sleep. I end up passing out. But for flyers 55 and older like me, unlimited compression socks. So, and I get unlimited Wi-Fi, except it's not Wi-Fi. They still use dial-up on Spirit. So the plane keeps pulling the cord out, and somebody has to run to the next town and plug it in before the plane flies by. The flight attendants, they don't serve anything though on the plane because they're too busy doing TikTok dance-offs. So, I was going to say, Edwin, the biggest surprise today with the Epstein photos. Can't figure out why Tony Visich was in there with those Trump condoms, but he seemed to be having a good time, And the biggest shocker for me was that there was a real meeting of minds between Woody Allen and Steve Bannon. So, that was my biggest takeaway from the Epstein photos today. It left me shaking my head.
Joe, aren't you just happy that you weren't cool enough to get invited to certain parties back when you were younger?
Now it pays off. It's like, I wasn't in the cool kids, thank God.
Didn't know Diddy, didn't know Epstein.
I know. And don't have to meet him in prison either. I get to stay out of that clique.
And also, by the way, how stupid does oh God, I like her, but how stupid must Scarlett Johansson feel right now? Like she had that whole thing earlier in the week about what'd she say? Like something like very praiseful about Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like literally 2 days later, it's like new Epstein files dropped. Fuck.
Like all over him. There's not just one either. It's several.
Yeah. If Colin Jost doesn't roast his own wife about that on SNL this weekend, he's a hack. He's got to bring it up. He's got to have Woody Allen on, Weekend Update. It's the only way it can go.
That's right.
I feel what you said about the airline travel though, and I just wanted to say, do not let Sean Duffy see you traveling like you look right now, Joe. I know you own a tie. All right. I don't know what's going on here.
I got a cowboy hat.
The hat does help. All right. That's a pass.
That's
Sean Duffy looking at this right now, the Secretary of Transportation. He's at about a half chub looking at you right now.
that's right.
Joe, do you feel like it was like when we were back in like high school and you're just trying to get on a plane and some hillbilly vice principal's going, "I see that you got your shirt tails untucked there."
Yeah.
Are they measuring the girls' mini skirts? Go, now that's supposed to be only 2 inches above the knee, little lady.
Yeah.
You need to go home and put on a decent. Lots. Well, I don't care. We're seeing fine. We're seeing fine.
I also hope you have compression dress socks, Joe. So whatever you're wearing right now, that's not gonna cut it. All right, it's a new era of travel. You gotta look respectable on the lowest tier of Spirit Airlines, where you're allowed one personal item, and it's got to be stuck up your ass.
That's
what I heard. I heard that Paul is always cheerful getting on a plane because he wears compression suppositories.
Wow,
Tony, when did my wife tell you that?
You did not have to do them like that. Tony, we started the show breaking Paul's heart. He spent all week prepping that Bill Clinton musical number, and then you just
and so don't shard on my heart.
Walk.
Don't go shard in my heart. I know you could. You wouldn't even have to try at your age, Tony.
Compression suppository. It's just say it before you go to sleep tonight. You wake up tomorrow morning more cheery, I guarantee.
What are we talking about now? Suppository.
And I am now getting word actually that those are now an option in the merch shop for our pest dispensers. So make sure to click that. It's quite a bit of a premium. You got to pay an extra $10, but holy shit, is it worth it? Just ask Paul. Look at the musical numbers.
What are we talking about next?
Well, despite how shitty the airline travel is, if you think Spirit Airlines is shitty, imagine getting shipped off to El Salvador on some shitty 50-year-old Boeing 747. But they're still gonna try, even though, as I was saying earlier, Abrego Garcia has absolutely cucked the Trump administration. They're still gonna try. And, try him in criminal court. It's coming for human smuggling. Who the fuck is going to try him? Lindsey Halligan? Like Pam Bondi. I don't know if you saw her this week. Pam Bondi says the judges are engaging in an unconscionable campaign of bias against her. And I mean literally unconscionable to Lindsay, because she has no idea what the fuck that means. Like, she heard unconscionable, she thought it was related to unicorns. She said, Pam, can you use it in a sentence that doesn't hurt? Pam, she doesn't know what the fuck the Fifth Amendment is, and you're just gonna toss 5-syllable words at her. I thought what you did to Abrego Garcia was fucked up and cruel, but this is next level. Tossing 5-syllable words at Miss South Carolina 2.0 over here.
You know what I heard? I heard when she heard Fifth Amendment, she thought that was a musical act from the 60s her mom used to listen to.
She tried to do it as an interpretive dance during the Comey trial.
No, I like them. They did up and away in My Beautiful Balloon. No,
yeah. No. I also hear she thinks Viagra is a compression suppository.
Oh my god!
Yes.
She walked into that Comey trial, by the way, like, what the fuck? Nobody else is wearing their sash?
It went wrong for her from the beginning, because even her opening statement to the judge, in the courtroom, was she looked judge right in the eye and goes, "So you gonna buy me a drink or what, big boy?" And it went downhill from there, because usually she's got him right there.
I heard she was super disappointed. She's not gonna get to see the judges raise their scorecards during sentencing. Tragic, truly.
Cool,
But if I could do one thing to change the world, I would reform the criminal justice system so that I could execute all of Donald Trump's enemies. That was the closing statement, believe it or not. Blew the jury away. They never. But what's that, Tony?
I heard that, the minute that someone asked her a question, she goes, I want to phone a friend. It was just really bad all the way around.
What is the Fifth Amendment? That's why she screwed up the Fifth Amendment form to submit to the jury. You can't phone a friend. You already did it during the cross-examination. You get one.
She got really confused when she didn't fill out the Fifth Amendment form properly. She said, in my defense, you didn't say there'd be any math. So,
but who these cornbread fascists did deport, though, is that Purple Heart veteran.
Oh. Tell them about that. About that.
I mean, they better bring that poor man back. That hearing was pure cinema. Silence of the Labs. Kristi Noem was like, is the deported veteran in the room with us right now? That's a Gen Z meme. If you don't know what I'm referencing there, scroll TikTok for a half hour and then watch this replay tomorrow. And you're going to be laughing your ass off. I guarantee it. And Rep Magaziner, whose name I assume comes from him just lighting her the fuck up. This dude was like, yes, actually, he's here. Yes, trapped inside this government-issued tiny laptop.
The bad guys in Superman.
They deported him straight into Microsoft Teams. Coming to us live, from the world's saddest FaceTime call. Like Purple Heart veteran, right? Took 2 bullets for this country. Compared to Christie's Texas Chainsaw Makeover looking ass, took 2 bullets, out of a box and just put them into her dog. What you have some, Tony? What?
No, did you see, I don't even, but when she was leaving the courtroom and there were all the people, leaving the hearing, courtroom, she should be in court, she should be prosecuted. But she's leaving the hearing and there's all these people out there just surrounding her saying, what you're doing is wrong. There was a woman who she goes, can I take a selfie with you? Would give me a hug. And she thought she had an ally. And she's hugging the woman. And as they take the selfie, the woman looks at her and goes, stop deporting people, okay? Just stop it. It's like, he couldn't make it through this scrum of just normal people going, stop being Hitler 2.0.
Yeah, one of those people asked for a photo. Actually, they thought they were at Comic-Con. They were confused. They wanted a picture because they thought she was Billy the Puppet. Meet my horror hero. And then they get home and look at the picture and like, this isn't Billy the Puppet. This looks like somebody asked Joe Biden to drop Billy the Puppet from memory.
Pay $50 for this.
But that whole thing was a fucking disaster. It's like it was like when he pulls up the laptop, it was like that episode of Maury where a woman says she's afraid of cotton, and Maury brings out the abominable cotton man, and the woman just dips, faster than Trump's approval rating. Who I was seeing literally right before the show is apparently 30% now. 30%. Like the last pretty accurate poll they did was I think right before the Epstein vote, and it was at 37% then. 30%. But I digress. Kristi Noem dipped just like that woman on Maury did. Rage quit so hard she's self-deported. She straight up, she pulled a Pete Keg's breath after committing war crimes. And she said she had a meeting to go to. She probably heard a citizenship ceremony happening down the hall and thought, not on my fucking watch, pal. Or maybe she heard a puppy outside not dying a horrible, painful death, and thought, not on my fucking watch, pal.
This will not stand.
This, I fear for the first dog she sees, and I hope it's in the bathroom mirror.
I gotta say something here. Like you should never make fun of a woman's looks, but because it's me. But they've done something to their faces. Some of these people, and it's not just Kristi Noem, but it's the guys too. They've done something hideous to their faces. So if people go, well, you shouldn't make fun of someone's looks, go, well, we don't know what they look like. See, if we knew what Kristi Noem looked like, there's some faded black and white photos that have been found in an attic someplace from the Civil War era that they think might be her.
There are people out there who I think have a valid gripe with some of the shit, whether it be Trump or Kristi Noem is doing. And we actually have right now coming live to you a Purple Heart veteran, ladies and gentlemen.
You may sit down. Yes. Today, that man was not the only Purple Heart that's been sent out of the country. They've been trying to get me too, Ed. That's why I'm wearing the mask. I'm not ICE. But also, at one time, I was a Trumper. And that's what it does to your face. Look at all the work I had done.
I'm kind of doing a double take now. Why did they deport you? Is it because you, when you left the army, you joined the Bloods or some shit? What's going on here?
No. When Bill Clinton was president, I bodyguarded him on Epstein's island.
You look like you body shamed him.
Oh, I've been there, Ed. I've been there. I know what he did. I even saw Stephen Hawking get it on. You want to hear the details?
Oh,
you want it? You want it, Ed?
This is what the people are paying for. Let's hear it.
Let's just say Milton Berle's dick is small in comparison. You didn't hear that from me. But
no,
man,
we heard it from you.
No, it wasn't me. But boy, did those ladies make him jump in that wheelchair.
Oh my God.
But you did not hear that from me.
I'm still hung up on the bandana. By the way, did I get that right? It's the Bloods that have the red bandana, right? Yeah, it's a stupid ass question, but seems obvious.
Listen, you can piss off Trump, but please don't piss off the Bloods.
In my life, there are no Bloods and there are no Crips. They're just MAGA. That's who you need to worry about, Ed.
Oh, it's a MAGA bandana.
Yes.
I forgot how hard those guys go. Rage commenting on my fucking videos. Tell me they're gonna come find me and blow me or something.
Remember back in the day, there was that horrible Microsoft update that went wrong back, I believe, 2003. Well, it's because Bill Gates was getting it on and accidentally pushed the update button at the same time. From Epstein's island. Blah.
Oh my God! All right, well, thank you, sir. Do you have any last words for the woman who deported you, Kristi Noem? She didn't seem to give two shits. She didn't even thank you for your service.
I could take it from someone that I didn't know, but it's really hard when it comes from your younger sister. My last name is Noem. Did you know that? I'm Colonel Noem.
I can't fucking believe it. I can't.
And look, I'll end on this, Ed. I took many a bullet for this country. But at Epstein's Island, I also took Diddy in the butt, and look what he did to me.
Oh my God! All right. Holy shit! We're gonna have to cut that out. That was not in the non-existent script that we totally
I didn't see that in the.
I didn't see anything.
It's the truth.
I didn't see that on the blue pages there. You know, when we're doing the rewrites.
How do you boot somebody from Zoom call, Tony? You've done this before.
I
yeah,
thought you wanted to hear the truth.
well, how much shit
We
would we
can't
get
handle the
into?
truth.
How much shit would we get into if we sold those bandanas in the merch shop?
Aren't we doing that already?
Yeah, they're there.
They're right next to the cash register.
There
Yeah,
seems
we got MAGA bandanas, blood bandanas, and crit bandanas, all $10.99.
yeah, 'cause there seems to be like a big market for them. You know, you can hit the MAGAs and the Bloods at the same time. Who
We got those. We got Joe Gannon's cowboy hats in the merch shop.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those are going to be expensive. The big
From
set.
condoms.
Yeah, the condoms, yeah, which again $10,000 each now,
You're
and
gonna
they
be
and they
the Tony
leak.
Visick Memorial Black T-shirt. So,
And
and the condoms, and also, listen, if you buy them all, we're going to throw in the knives.
Yeah.
You get the knives and the cleaner. Call for
and don't
$39.95.
with Klarna, that's per month for 12 months.
Use Klarna.
Hell, one of us
You
can
get
deliver.
Yeah,
Bill
and
Clinton condoms. Paul Whitney puppet. Joe Gannon hat.
yeah, and
Bandanas.
I know
He's a
about
Purple Heart veteran, Tony, not a puppet.
The purple.
shit. We could have there you go. We really got to get on this, guys. Because look, hear me out. Pez dispenser, Purple Heart shaped Pez. Boom.
Yeah.
Done. Think of we could probably raise enough money to get this guy back from Korea if Noem doesn't get off her ass to do it. But
We could put Donald Trump's face on the compression suppository,
yeah,
and then we could send him one, and then he could use it, and he'd literally have his head. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Shaft, right on.
yeah, and you should in no way doubt the build quality of those Donald Trump compression suppositories made from the same material as the those early 2000s sharper image frozen Trump steaks. It's actually the same frozen steaks, just finely, artisanally crafted, sharpened into your preferred suppository shape.
Oh yeah, Ed. When the Korean comes back from, or when the guy comes back from Korea, do you think Trump will put a tariff on him?
I wouldn't doubt it. How could he not? You know,
That could mean we can make money out of it.
Yeah.
Deport, then tariff back.
yeah.
Perfect.
But don't worry, he's gonna send him a rebate check as soon as he lands.
Yeah, we're talking about stuff that we got for sale in the merch shop. But I think that this next thing is going to be the winner.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for my fucking dose check. By the way,
This jacket. Tell
yeah,
them about
yeah,
This
because
jacket's going to be the big winner.
yeah, because we've been talking so much about like Christy and the members of this admin. Like, I think if you think about it, as much damage as the snowflake Confederacy's done in this country already, it could actually be way fucking worse. But fortunately for us, I think like Trump obviously values loyalty over competency every single time, right? Kristi Noem, Lindsey Halligan, Pam Bondi, Stephen Miller, Kash Patel,
Keg's breath.
and who? What was that? Okay, yeah,
Keg's breath.
Pete Keg's breath. Yup. Fucking Fox News host is casually committing war crimes, which
That
we
is such a great point, Ed.
yeah,
Such
and
a great point.
yeah, and we will get to him. But Kash Patel though, this motherfucker derailed the investigation into the death of my childhood hero Charlie Kirk by hours, because he refused to fucking get off the plane till he had his Paw Patrol jacket. And that's right, brand new jacket. You guys were expecting the blue jacket from earlier this week, but I got Kash a new fit. How do you like that?
Too bad he didn't have a hat.
Yeah,
Because then when he got off the plane, he could take his hat and jacket off.
he could really use a Viking hat. He would look so cool with a Viking hat, just yelling fucking that Sig Valhalla speech.
With the horns.
Yeah.
He could get the one from the QAnon shaman.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Who's
Yes.
like abandoned MAGA now, so they're available.
They could sell those in the shop.
There we go. Boom. Oh, we're gonna make so much money off of this. And
Shaman Slappy.
everybody here tonight's gonna get the profit sharing checks. You should receive them in the mail along with the Doge check, but don't wait too long. All right. But it's like, you know, the closest his dumbass ever got to the actual police academy was Paw Patrol reruns. You know, and you know he started crying because all they could find for him was a girl's Paw Patrol jacket. Yeah, and the jacket that fit perfectly, fit him like a glove. But you know it doesn't matter, Tony, because the jacket didn't have the 2 Chase and Marshall patches he wanted. You could tell, literally, you could tell who has young kids just from that laugh. How much Paw Patrol have you watched, Paul? Too much.
Well, actually, it's
on,
for me. My son
on his own.
My kid's in college. You know that.
I know. That's why I said it.
It's quite captivating. Have you seen the last season?
I gotta get to that. I gotta get to that for sure.
Yeah.
I know Kash has well, give him like a little credit. It was like a half hour waiting for the jacket, another 2 hours finding the patches, and then he had to rewatch the Paw Patrol episode where Chase talks about how to conduct criminal murder investigations. All right. And
I heard even when he got the jacket, he wasn't happy.
Yeah, good old because he didn't have his freaking light up shoes. You know, how is he gonna get off the plane without the jacket, without the light up shoes, and how is he gonna drop that sick Valhalla speech without all of that? God, it's like people can't even imagine how hard it is to be head of the FBI. Give him that a little fucking credit.
And apparently Trump has promised him a Paw Patrol lunchbox for Christmas. So he's really hoping. Because he's been a really good boy.
Now.
Yeah, it's like the like the Kava lunchbox they gave to Tom Hammond with the 50 grand in it.
No, like the little lunchbox you had as a kid with a big Paw Patrol on it.
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes like the cool little thermos for Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
Trump will supply every day as personal Kool-Aid. It's perfect.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, and just all overall, just 10 out of 10, you know, no notes, just good old fashioned police work. Kash was out there, you know, doing his best, looking like the world's most involuntarily celibate ICE agent. And the only repercussion, if you think about it, was that the Charlie Kirk killer had like a 12-hour head start. That was it. All right. Nothing to really worry about. But can I just say how deeply I admire this administration's commitment to cosplay accuracy? Like, you've got a bunch of method actors out here, you know, in the worst fucking movie ever made. Like, this is the fucking Comic-Con administration.
Yeah.
It's like every decision they make prioritizes costume accuracy over police work. Like Kash Patel's out here, you know, LARPing like a big boy FBI agent. Pete Keg's breath, somebody mentioned earlier, method acting a fucking war criminal, complete with hopefully a life sentence starting in 2028. And then you got Kristi Noem out there. I don't know if you guys saw that report, blowing $220 million taxpayer dollars, you know, just to look like Beth Dunn's meth cousin, like pulling some Dollar Tree Yellowstone bullshit. And maybe that's why these two Trump swallowers can't prevent, you know, a terrorist attack 2 blocks away from the White House. It's too busy, you know, trying to look cool and flex on all those Pakistan-based MAGA Twitter accounts. It's like that just came out last. Was that? I was really quick. That just came out last night. Like all of like, what was it like 70% of like the what's that guy's name? Nick Fuentes like followers are like in India or Pakistan and stuff. Nick Fuentes, by the way, being I am not exaggerating, a gay Mexican furry. I do not say that in a pejorative way at all, but rather to show how far we've come, where a gay Mexican furry can now be this close to leading the MAGA movement. Holy shit, are those guys progressive? Go ahead, Tony.
Let me say something in his defense. May I?
Yes.
May I say something? That the reason that we know about him is because the lamestream media, they got to have a villain to prop up.
Yeah.
So he's actually a crisis actor. He's actually a little Italian kid from Hoboken named Jimmy Daniil, and he thought he was auditioned to be the next ShamWow guy. And now he's playing the part of Nick Fuentes, gay furry MAGA leader, and the lamestream media keeps putting him on to make Pete Kegsbreath look worse than he already looks. That's the only. Have you noticed? Joe Gannon's going to agree with me on this, that Pete Kegsbreath looks exactly like, if you grew up on World War II movies, he looks like the bad guy SS officer in every World War II movie I ever saw my entire life.
I mean, he's even got the
like the
crazy
William
Christian
Holden's
nationalist tattoos. What was that? Say that again?
He looks like the guy William Holden shoots 3/4 away through the movie.
Yes.
They all fucking look like that. On the Nick Fuentes.
If I could have a Christmas present, and I'll stop, or a birthday present, I would just ask. You know how people can call in? You can get people to do like your phone answering machine thing, famous people. I'd like to have Pete Kegsbreath do my answering, when people call me and go, "Show us your papers, old man," in his voice. It's Pete Kegsbreath for Tony Visick. Show us your papers, old man, and leave your number at the tape.
Arizona Goofball in the comments says it is the worst movie if viewing as a drama, but the best if viewed as a comedy. No, that's true.
Good point.
Particularly if you put it to the Benny Hill theme. It would be awesome.
Yeah, which like these like the unfortunately for them, the National Guard they keep sending out, and the pictures always come out, and it's like, God, it sound like a dick, but like the most out of shape assholes you've ever seen. And
you can say it. They look like me.
You
can say it. You can say it. I'm brave enough. I'm strong enough.
They always look like if Paul was running a Little Debbie obstacle course set to Benny Hill music.
They look like Paul going on an errand. That's what they look like.
And quick aside, by the way, on the Nick Fuentes thing, I cannot tell you how fascinated I am that this guy's a white supremacist, and he's like, quarter Mexican, quarter Italian. Like, again, holy shit, we got to start giving props to MAGA for being this progressive. How is this guy at the forefront now? A Mexican white supremacist. What's that, Paul?
Is he colorblind?
He's gotta be. He's gotta be. Oh man. But
is it like Dave Chappelle is that black racist guy? Is that what he
Yeah. Kind of where Dave Chappelle ended up. That's Nick. But back to Pete Kegsbreath, he had the whole warrior ethos thing going on. It was barely 2 months ago. They only took 2 months for that shit to, turn into passing the buck on fucking Twitter. Like passing the war crimes buck on Twitter. What did he say on there? He's like, let me make one thing crystal clear, libtards. As the Secretary of Alpha Male Leadership, I stand behind Admiral Bradley. So it's easier to shove him in front of this fucking bus. I stand by him and the incredible combat decisions he made. All right? Like, his decision to follow my order to kill them all, which I only learned about after the fact. Yet, the fake news media will never miss an opportunity to weaponize what I literally said. Like these radical leftists, trying to destroy me by quoting me verbatim, like they did to Charlie Kirk. And sure, in September, I said I watched the whole thing live, but I actually only watched the first strike because I was fucking sloshed. All right, I didn't stick around. I moved on to my AA meeting. All right, I did not personally see any survivors. I couldn't see anything. It's called the fog of blacking out, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you guys laugh, but this is what you normie, civilian, non-alcoholic news reporters sitting in your air-conditioned offices don't understand. Our warriors are in the battlefield. Like literally the room down the hall. It's called the battlefield. They're twirling that Nintendo 64 joystick controller around to make the drone go boom, boom. By the way, somebody really, I really pissed somebody off with that joke this week, which I guess they thought it was disrespectful to the troops. They're asking me if I've ever served. I was like, "Are you familiar with how drone warfare works, sir?" Like the guys, making the drones go boom, boom, are not in the middle of the desert somewhere. They're literally somewhere in the Pentagon in an air-conditioned room. But, with the air conditioning set just 1 degree warmer than their personal preference, just to keep them on their toes. Warrior ethos. You don't know what it's like in the battlefield. Sometimes we run into Keurig pods in there. But
that's a tragedy.
Yeah. What was that?
And Pez dispensers.
And you can't get it, which in there it's actually filled with I don't know, compressed cocaine or some shit.
I just got a note, and it says that we're now offering Pete Keg's Breath Keurig pods in the merch store.
Which also double as suppositories. It's built into the shape.
Yeah, some people are putting them in wrong, and it's causing a big problem.
You get used to it.
Oh, Mary in the comments says, best case, Keg's Breath and Trump get tried at The Hague by Jack Smith, who goes back to prosecute them for war crimes. I mean, we can only fucking hope, honestly. Those guys are terminally afraid of Jack Smith. He's like their fucking boogeyman. He's actually like everything Lindsey Halligan wishes she could be.
Competent.
Yeah.
Competent. Yeah. the conceited asshole. You ever hear this guy talk? Conceited asshole talking about how he knows what the Fifth Amendment is and he knows how to introduce exhibits into evidence. It's just total asshole, this guy.
What a jackball.
His little law degree. Yeah.
Before we get into wrap up, I'd like to introduce something with your permission, Edwin. There'll be a movie made about all this eventually. Not us. We'll make a movie about this. But they make a cool movie. Yeah. But they'll make a movie about the Trump administration. I'm just trying to think who would play them. And, so when we come on next, are people want to, do they have a way to reach us when we're off? They can reach us on your Instagram. You might introduce this. Who would play, I figure for Pete Keg's Breath, Dolph Lundgren, the way he looks now. Or for JD Vance, Cher. Cher would play JD Vance.
This Erika.
Aziz Ansari, of course, would play Kash Patel.
Erika Kirk will be played by an IKEA sectional. I was pretty unenthused when you know how that Sydney Sweeney movie dropped and it just fucking bombed. As the Meryl Streep as Melania Trump.
I bet with her acting skills she could do it.
Can handle it.
She could do it very well. But oh my, that was fucking funny. That was funny. What the fuck was I saying?
Sorry.
What was it?
Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yeah, the Sydney Sweeney movie bombed because their new MAGA fan base didn't turn up for it, and I was like, where was like the Mar-a-Lago movie premiere, right? Totally flubbed that, or with the cast. Like in the movie, I don't know if you know this, but like she plays this a lesbian boxer who was in an abusive domestic relationship, horrible shit. I was like, I don't even know what no-name actor you cast when method actor, wife beater Pete Hegseth is right there. All right,
Yeah.
How easy would that have been? But yeah, that's how he gets, when they run into Keurig pods in the battlefield. But
it's because Paul's using them wrong.
yeah, he is. Unfortunately, we gotta
You
get him.
taught
off
me
that.
how to do it, Dad.
We're running out of stock in the merch shop because Paul keeps.
They taste great. Less filling.
Yeah, he's the one that recommended we start selling them as suppositories. But you should never. You might run out of Keurig pods, but you should never run out of big, beautiful Bill true to size dildo replicas. Get yours in the merch shop today. And I should have clarified this earlier. I don't want you guys to think I'm being crass with this. These big, beautiful Bill true to size dildo replicas. These are not for your own sexual gratification. All right, let's make that clear.
Oh.
They're for your protection. Should you ever encounter face to face the Floridian Fondler, president of these United States, you look him in the eye and you throw big, beautiful Bill as far as you can and you run as fast as you can the other fucking way. And then what's going to happen? All right, Trump's going to run after the dildo, crawl probably, should take about 45 minutes. And then he'll spend another 47, giving it the old oral mandate, the presidential seal. Plenty of time to get home safely and edit "We Are Charlie Kirk" into my ICE deportation video, like I asked. That is our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had a great time. We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. Looking to go live here every other Friday. Maybe we'll increase the frequency if I'm able to get my hands on the right daily dose of ivermectin and horse dewormer. But outside of that,
Unless if you get deported.
Yeah, less if I get depends how good the Wi-Fi is in Uganda, wherever they send me. But that's been our show, Libtard Intellectuals. We will see you all very soon. Have a great night.